Howdy everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video. My name's Donna Cloudy, aka T-Core. You can call me whichever one you like, Donna T-Core. I'm still struggling to figure it out myself. And I do also want to preface that if my southern accent isn't the best, I just want to say that I think I'm doing a pretty good job considering that I'm actually British, I'm from the UK. But today I think we have a pretty exciting project that I'm excited for lack of another synonym. If you don't know, I'm going to let you know that my girl Beyoncé, aka Beyoncé, came out with another album. We already lived through and loved Renaissance, but she came out with Cowboy, which is essentially a country album, and it's got all the girls and gals and everybody else, all the folks riled up. Well, it's got me riled up, so I just assume everybody else is riled up. In a good way. Now. I thought, what better way to celebrate it than creating something that was going to ride the trend of this very wonderful moment, okay? I have this cowboy hat here that you saw in my head earlier, yes. And it's actually from, and I'll pop the picture right there, but it's the same hat that I styled for another outfit I made going to Beyonce's concert for her Renaissance tour in Chicago. And so it's wonderful because I have this hat here that honestly, I'm not gonna wear it in any other situation. And it's also kind of small for my head, but leave it there. I can upcycle for this project. So the game plan, I don't really have a full game plan yet, but let's just slide that to the side and bring this bad boy up here. I have so much scrap yarn, so I've got it in an assortment of colors, right? Bright colors, like bold colors, okay? Spring colors, shall I say, because, hold up, let me just grab them. Okay, I have all of the colors laid out, and I don't know if you noticed that I kind of did it in rainbow from red to, I don't have purple, but pink will suffice, right? Okay, yeah. I want to do something that's the intersection of the seasons changing, and so I want to create a hat that embodies that. And so what I'm thinking of taking all of these colors and making like a bunch of roses and sticking them here on this ye old hat. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Now, it's important to note, I've actually never made a rose before. I don't know exactly how to make a rose. I think I watched a TikTok video and maybe a YouTube video like a couple days ago, and so we're just gonna go from memory and see what we come up with. So, what color should I choose first to work with? I'll go green. Green, my favorite color. So this is color we go here, start off. Okay, I'm going to put you up here and pray that you don't fall, because if you fall, okay. Wait, can you see what I'm doing, or does my head block you?
Bombastic side eye.
This is what I'm thinking we're gonna do to get the flowers. From what I can remember, I think you just make a long chain, because how you get the flower is dependent on the way you sew. This is not a tutorial, okay? Just want to preface that. I do not know how to teach people. I made my chain, I think 54 stitches. Okay, after you make the chain, we want to count full stitches down, put our first double crochet in there. And then I believe you chain 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you do another double crochet in the same stitch. Or you skip 3 and then put it into the 4th. And then you do another double crochet. You chain 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you do another double crochet into the stitch. So I think I just keep doing that. This is what my thing looks like. You know what? I just realized that I really showed myself. I've actually never made a rose before. I really showed myself because you can see all the roses that I've already attempted to crochet. Let's pretend that it's not there. Let's just blur it out. Let's forget it's there. And let's just act like I am making a rose for the first time. So now I'm going to wrap this in on itself. You know, when you're doing this, you'll know what I mean, but I kind of just line it underneath the previous row, holding it upside down. And look, I'm about to show you some. When I turn it around, boom! Sew everything down, sew everything together. Because this ain't getting loose on me. No, ma'am. And then, yeah, I just leave it. And there you go. There is a rose that's eventually gonna get stuck onto this hat. So I haven't figured out how to do that part yet, but we'll get there. Okay, yeah, so the game plan, now that I've shown y'all me making one rose, I'm gonna be back after I crochet like what I feel might be a good amount of roses. To be real, like I just, how I genuinely crochet is I like to lay in my bed and I like to do it without the camera on my face. So I'm just gonna be back.
That I can't seem to find.
Hello friends, so I'm back. It's been taking me much longer than I thought it would to crochet these flowers. Have I crocheted enough flowers to fill this hat? I don't know, I haven't tested it out, probably not. But what I'm gonna actually work on now is this hat comes like with this tie around thingy-mabobby that loops to secure around the neck. I could keep this like this, but I kind of want to be extra and actually take it out and replace it with one that I crochet with a mixture of these colors. Now I think if I use all of the colors, it might be too thick. I do think I can try and get a good mixture in here. So I'm thinking of keeping it simple and literally just doing a chain, but like a chain that combines all these colors. What y'all think? Too thick? Too thick, or is that fine? Will it fit through the hole? So the chain wasn't working out, it was too thick. So I made a long twist tail, and here's to hoping it doesn't unravel. So cool. Look, I did it. It actually looks so cool. Like if this is all I wanted to do to upcycle the hat, that would be enough. Let's try her on. Boom, pa-pow. Such a slight adjustment, and then this thing works perfectly too. I think this is a look. I do. Okay, hey, so we have some updates. As y'all saw, I finished adding the strap, which is going to be covered by a bunch of the flowers anyway, but you know, I still think it was a nice little touch. I attached one flower so far. I definitely should have used a different color because you can't really see the difference so much. This is hot pink and this is red. So I thought, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and just sew everything all around the hat. But there's something that I didn't realize when I decided to do this method, and that's that you'll be able to see all of the ends that I end up sewing. I wasn't thinking that far when I started. But then it made me realize, oh my goodness, you know what? I should just use glue. Because truthfully, do I feel like sitting here and sewing on like 50 flowers or so onto this one hat? No, I don't feel like doing that. And I feel like if I use a strong enough fabric glue, that should be more than enough to get the job done. And you know, I could like not be lazy and I could like start sewing the hat part because I don't have fabric glue right now. But then I sat and I thought for a minute and I was like, Why? Why would I do that? I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry, now that I've realized, I've come to the conclusion that I can just use glue, there's really just no going back for real. Now, with that comes the tedious work of me needing to sew in all of these ends to these flowers. So, you know, there is a give and pull to each situation, you know? Like, yes, it is very tedious to think about sewing each of these flowers on individually, but it is also equally as tedious to think about sewing in all of these ends.
I don't want to sit around and wait. Thin skin, I'm underwater. Is this really happening? You stay silent, you don't mind. Happiness or dollar signs to you. What about not stealing anyone's time? Anyone's time.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate this rose? Let's do another color too so y'all can see the details more. Is that better? Like, look at the details in that rose. So pretty, isn't it? Some of them definitely came out better than others, but for the most part, I think we can agree. I think we can agree. Sorry, that was ugly. That they are all flowers. They all look like flowers. They resemble flowers. They're part of the flower family. Okay, so that's it for today, and we will continue for the next steps, which should be some of the final steps of gluing all of these flowers, all of them that I've just shoved into here for now. We will begin the process of gluing all of those onto the hat. Alright, I've got the glue secured from Amazon. Not my first place to buy from Amazon, especially because Amazon has screwed me over so many times. However, I needed something quick, okay? Because we need to get this thing time to dry, so beggars can't be choosers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just color code my flowers again. How should I go about this? Part of me is like, okay, should I pin these on? Or like, you know, haphazardly try to get these into place a little bit to see how it spreads out. I think I should do that. I think I will do that, but I kind of want to take the lazy route to begin and see what it looks like to just glue one of these things on here. I'm gonna stick this one right next to this pink one. Yeah, that feels like a pretty, yeah, that's stuck. That's stuck, okay, period. And that was a quick application, we love it. I'm gonna start haphazardly putting stuff on here. Just to see if we can make things spread. Okay, so I've went on ahead and I've pinned most of the flowers on. Definitely gonna have to find a way to finagle this. The colors aren't, you know, matching the way they need to be. And also the difficulty of this too is making sure you can still see the cowboy hat, which means kind of manipulating some of these flowers so they lay a little bit more flat. I've also brought in the reinforcement of some plastic utensils because I didn't want to use my hands, so I'm gonna open this bad boy up. I don't know why it's wet. Okay, y'all, so I finished gluing. It took me forever, and the hat looks good, I think. I don't know. I'm very critical of my own work right after I finish making it myself. I'm gonna let it dry for a day or two. I'll check on it tomorrow. I'll be back when I'm ready for the big reveal, and I hope y'all are looking forward to it too.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by.
Alright everyone, so I hope you enjoyed this video. This hat came out lovely. I'm actually quite pleased with it. I definitely will be walking around with this in the summer because the way this is shading my eyes right now in the sun is amazing. So thank you once again for joining me in this video. I hope you loved it. I know I did. And until next time, bye!
Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but